with First Alert Weather. I'm meteorologist Alyssa Heilman, getting a check of the rainfall that we saw so far for the day today, mostly in those later morning and early afternoon hours. Here is a look at those rain totals we've seen throughout Michiana. LaPorte, right around half of an inch. They've seen the most throughout Michiana at the WNDU studios, 0.37, so just a little bit under what they saw in LaPorte. Watervliet also right around 0.3 of an inch. Same thing in Jamestown, a little bit less in North Webster, right around 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. Now, really the focus, of course, now as we get later into the day is how much rain are we going to see now continuing into our evening hours with specifically that Notre Dame home game. Lots of people outdoors and continue it as we get through those evening hours. I'm looking at current temperatures right now, not really to focus on the temperatures, but mostly to focus on the winds that you can see, and I guess a little bit of those temperatures because that's showing us the boundary that's set up right to our south and to our southwest, and that's the reason that we've been seeing a little bit of that activity in terms of rainfall, in terms of storms, some thunder and some lightning that have been around. Notice this stark contrast, 71 here in South Bend, 95 just to our southwest in Decatur, even to our north. There's areas that are well above our temperatures here in Michiana, 80 in Minneapolis, 88 in Sioux Falls, 95 in Des Moines. So definitely warmer because of this boundary that is set up right over us, and when that occurs, when you guys have that stationary boundary in your atmosphere, well, that allows for some activity and some rising air, which then allows for some rainfall and some of those storms to develop. So that's why we saw that earlier in the day today. Look at our future track surface fronts, obviously showing that stationary front right where we were seeing it on the current temperature map. A little bit of nerding out here in weather is very apparent on both of our maps why we're seeing some of that energy in the atmosphere for the day today. But because we had pretty heavy rainfall earlier in the day and some of those storms that moved through, they took out a lot of the energy out of the atmosphere. That's good news for so many people that are trying to enjoy the evening hours and are at the game for Notre Dame home opener, allowing for most of that energy to be lost this morning and not able to redeem itself, specifically because we've had a lot of cloud cover too. So look at our future track over the next couple hours. Still seeing some spotty showers down there in southern Michigan. I think that's where we expect to see majority of those pop-up showers, even if they come around. But again, mostly northern portions of Michiana, not expected to see the rainfall, definitely not expected to see some of the lightning strikes. I would be surprised again if we see that delay at Notre Dame Stadium, just because I don't see the energy in the atmosphere that would be available to cause that concern. Maybe a spotty shower. I say grab the poncho just in case, and if you don't use it, then you can put it on the bleachers that are probably wet from earlier today. So looking at that future track, just be safe there, I think, with the poncho, but I really don't expect to see much rain at all, and definitely not expecting to see those lightning concerns that we were talking to you about yesterday. Look at the next 5 days for rainfall. Well, we're going to stay dry after this. So good news is, yeah, a good amount of rain this morning. We need it because going back into dry